The sexual abuse case against a retired priest is closed.
State police began investigating in 2015 after Youngsville police received a complaint against retired priest Gerard Smith. He was a priest in Louisiana between 1957 and 1986. He was sent to Wilmington, Delaware by the Lake Charles Diocese in 1987. He stayed in ministry until 1996 and was later revealed to be an abusive priest by the Bishop of Wilmington. As for the Youngsville complaint, when state police took on the case, they found credible evidence that Smith raped two altar boys in the 1960s and 70s, but despite that, the case was closed. So why and what's next for one of the accusers? KATC investigates.
The complaint was filed by a former altar boy who served at St. Anne's Church in Youngsville. He came forward to police in 2015, accusing Father Gerard Smith of molesting and raping him starting when he was 10 or 11 years old. That former altar boy is Roy Touche, now 68 and living in New Jersey.
You know, no one believed us because the priests were almighty, the bishops were almighty, the cardinals knew about it, and they just didn't want to do anything. All they did was cover them up.
State police found a second victim in St. Landry Parish. That person claimed Smith raped him in the 1970s when Smith served as a pastor for St. John Berkman's in Kankton. Smith also worked as a soccer coach for Kankton Elementary. The second victim claimed that when he was around 12 and 13, Smith sexually assaulted him as penance when the priest caught him and another altar boy drinking sacramental wine. After that, he said the abuse continued and escalated. Church records obtained by state police show the Diocese of Lafayette was aware of both claims against Smith. When victim 2 went to the diocese, a review board found his claim, quote, had serious merit. And despite what state police called credible evidence, the case was closed.
And no doubt a crime may well have been committed, but we're bound by the statute of limitations. We're bound by limitations on when those charges can be filed.
15th Judicial District Attorney Keith Stutz says another factor that prevented his office from taking action were laws that were on the books at the time of the alleged crimes.
And in the 60s, the statute was very clear that aggravated rape was the rape of a female.
But after all these years and setbacks, Touche isn't giving up, now focusing on a list of known abusive priests the Diocese of Lafayette has never released.
They should release those names so the people of Lafayette Parish can know if their child was affected when these pedophile priests were around the area.
The church's 2002 Charter for Protecting Children states the church must report all claims of sexual abuse, even if it happened before the charter. There's no record in the state police report that any criminal investigation into these two claims was initiated until Touche reported the crimes to Youngsville police. As for Father Smith, investigators tried to speak with him in 2016, but his mental state was questionable.